in case you couldn't tell. I really like kickflips. I always have. And by kickflips, I do mean the original kickflip or the classic kickflip. Don't ever call it old school. There's literally like 3 or 4 years between the original kickflip and the ollie one. They're both pretty old school at this point. But one of the things I've always liked about them is not just that you can do all these different variations, everything you've just seen comes from the original kickflip, but also that you can literally do them on any board. At least that's what I've always said. So in this video, I'm going to try and prove that point right, hopefully, but something might throw a spanner in the works in this. When I say I'm putting this to the test, I really mean it. If you've watched any of my videos before, you probably know that I run a website called Offset Skate Supply, which, as the name suggests, sells a bunch of unusual and oddball skateboard-related equipment. But aside from that, I've worked in the skateboard industry for various companies for quite a long time before that. So over the last decade or so, I've accumulated an interesting selection of boards, and I've brought all of these along today to see if I can kickflip all of them. So we've already done a kickflip on a good modern freestyle board. So sorry mate, you're going away. And instead, next up, we've got the world's worst single kick. Yay! I hate this board. And next up, we have the world's worst penny board, complete toy. Yeah, less said about this, the better. It barely even rolls. Oh my God, this is bad. Oh Lord, all right. This might take a couple of goes. I'll just land and stop, I know it. It's gonna be awful. Yeah, but it's a kickflip. Next up, a different kind of shit. This is actually a moonshine board, so it's decent quality shit, but it's still a street board. 8.25, but it'll flip. Nice and easy. Next. All right, different kind of board now altogether. You might remember this from the G-turn vid, but it kick flips. It doesn't bloody turn though. If you actually want to see an old school kick flip, you're gonna have to do it on an old school board. And nothing's more old school than a totally flat, snub-nosed vert deck from the 80s. I actually have never kickflipped this before. This is going to be weird. But it works, nice and easy. And now, for my second favorite board of all time, my trusty slalom board. Will it kickflip? You bet. Now, I'm not going to lie. I had a feeling that it was going to be relatively easy doing all these different kickflips because, as I said, you can basically kickflip anything. The only one out of all of those that I kind of struggled with was the slalom board, and that's because A, it's really wobbly, and B, it went way too fast. So all of that was basically first try. But that doesn't bother me because that's not really the purpose of this video. You see, I've bragged about this before. Oh yeah, you can kickflip anything, it's fine, I've kickflipped all sorts of boards. And I made the mistake of saying that to my friend Lawrence Herring, who is a bit of a maniac, and he decided not so much to put my claim to the test, but to put me to the test. So he made this monstrosity. And, oh Lord, this is really why I wanted to make this video in the first place. He made this for me, and of course painted "do a kickflip" on it, and it weighs a ton. It is a giant thick slab. All I've done on this so far is roll to make sure that it physically can move. I've not tried any tricks on it, so this is going to be an experience. It's hard enough just holding it up, Jesus. Before I begin, before I either kill this board or it kills me, let's give you a brief rundown of what the hell is happening here. This is a giant slab of very, very thick plywood that Lawrence, I think he found in a skip. Obviously it's not pressed, it was a straight sheet, so he went old school and cut the tail at an angle and then stuck that on the top to make a fake kick tail, as was the way in the 1970s, I guess. I wish I'd weighed this before making this video. I'll probably add in a little caption saying how much this actually weighs because it's ridiculous. Put some seismic focusers on. It's not going to be doing rail tricks, but I just wanted some rolling performance that I knew. I wanted something I could trust. And also so it didn't wheel bite, because I've had to go for the biggest trackers that you can get. I forget what these are. They're the 215s, I think. And even with riser pads and very stiff bushings, there's a good chance that's going to wheel bite when I land on it. The joys of really long axles. Yeah, if I don't make it to Brandenburg, or if I'm limping for the next 6 months, this is going to be why. Oh my God. At least the kicktail works. How the fuck? Well, we got it off the ground. That was second try.
You made it.
Kickflip anything! It works! Yeah, go for a cleaner one. That works. Cool. Hey! This ain't that hard, actually. Let's see what else we can do.
Definitely got a coat out there.
Oh God! That is a lot of weight. I don't know what to do now, though. One time you'll see me on camera. Oh my God. Fucking hell, that's about ripping my arm off. Oh. One more go. That hurts. Like even the grip, having to grip like this. I immediately regret this decision. Yeah, it's easier using the arm that I didn't break 5 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Oh, go on! Yes! I've just hit the same spot. I see you getting hurt. You can't have all the fun. Keep my leg out. Oh God, no, hit the other one. There, I am there. No, I'm not there. like the hardest pushing known to man. I'm not gonna lie, coming into this, I genuinely thought this was an impossible challenge. I had no idea if I'd be able to flip this. It weighs so much and is so unwieldy. And I thought Lawrence had asked a little bit too much of me. The fact that I did this second try is a testament to not my skill, but how versatile and adaptable the kickflip really is once you know how to do it. However, I'm also glad that I managed to find some other tricks I could do on this, because I've also proved a second point, and that's just because you can freestyle on something, definitely doesn't mean you should. This is enjoyable, but let's be honest, freestyling on a board this big, as funny as it is, it looks like ass. So I think I'm going to be sticking to my pro model in the future. Special bonus clip, freestyle on a street board. Yeah, that's cool. Oh man, such a heavy piece of lumber. Oh my God, look how disgusting that is. Oh. Ugh. Feels like shit. Oh God. Oh. In case you couldn't tell, this is horrible. Look at how far my legs are spread. Stop freestyling on street boards. It's not what they're made for.